Hello team, my name is Mahesh. In this tutorial, we are looking into one security tool which can easily integrate with the CI/CD pipelines and the developing environment, which is Trivy. Trivy is a security tool which can easily integrate with the CI/CD pipeline and the application development process. And throughout that, it can perform a security vulnerability analysis, and it can store the reports. Uh, it can find vulnerabilities from the container image or Git repository files and folders and file system overall from the Kubernetes cluster. So overall, the Trivy can able to find security vulnerabilities in those kind of you can Trivy can perform those kind of like analysis. So what mainly it focuses on OS packages, the dependency which the OS required to run. So that might that get a OS getting OS vulnerabilities or it is not updated. So that is automatically found out by the Trivy. The existing CV database is already created on the Trivy itself. With the help of that, it can easily find those security vulnerabilities in the existing code. So the programming dependencies, as I said, it can able to scan folders and files as well as the Git repository. So throughout it, it can able to find dependencies. There are some uh, by mistakenly we have hard coded some values such as API key and all those things. It can able to automatically scan those values, and it can create a detailed report about the vulnerabilities and the issues getting with the configuration files. There are some misconfiguration with the IAC. That thing also scanned by the review also. So OS packages, OS dependencies, Git repositories, as I said, the file system. Is there any security vulnerabilities um, in the dependencies packages, the folders and files that config files mainly that we are created. So container images, the container images are mostly used by the container images are mostly scanned by the in the process of the CI/CD pipeline. When we create a CI, we can do this when we're doing a CD process. We can create a container image to deploy our application. So in that process, we can add an extra layer of security to scan the container images. So this is how the Trivy works. Let's look how we can how we can install the Trivy and how you can use the overall things in the Trivy. How you can find the security vulnerabilities in the Trivy. First, before that, we need to install. First thing, we need to install the Docker because we are performing a container image scan. We need to install the Docker, and after that, we can install the Trivy. So the overall detail about the documentation, you can get it from my GitHub account, and how you can install all those commands and all those things, you can get it from the uh, my GitHub repository itself. I'll mention the link in the description. So those things, as I said, the container images are scanned by the Trivy itself, the folders and file system, Git repositories, the virtual machine images, we can VMs also, and the Kubernetes clusters. So what the TV look for in this on these resources? Is there any package or software dependencies used by the operating system? The CVE known vulnerabilities, we can say. ISM misconfiguration, which is infrastructure as a code service, and the sensitive information and the secrets, such as password or API keys or many more things will be there. So let's go on let me spawn one EC2 instance on the AWS management console. Management console. Okay, I have connected my EC2 instance with the um, shell. Let me update the repository. npm get-y. Those are installation for the install the Docker. We can use the docker.io. which is a package for the Docker, and this the steps for the installation of Trivy. So those two tools we need to use. Let me first install the Docker, copy and the paste, -y. We need to check the service is enabled or not. Systemctl enable Docker. Systemctl enable Docker. We can get the status. Yeah. Docker is running, and now we can install the Trivy also. So those are some required packages that are need to Trivy, need for the Trivy, which is basically prerequisites for the Trivy. And this thing also, it will add a repository for the Trivy, and it will add the contents in the repository. Once we do that, we can update our repository and we can install the Trivy. It is quite simple to install Trivy, by the way. Once we place that, our Trivy should install. We have installed the Trivy. Now can pull one image. With that, we can try to pull one image to check if our Docker is working or not. Docker pull. Hello world. Okay, there is no space. Hyphen is there. It able to pull. I guess, yeah. It able to pull. So now let's pull Nginx image. We can perform the security analysis on the image. First, we try to run the analysis on the container image itself. So let me pull the image nginx inx. Might it able to find my, yeah, able to find. It is pulling the image right now. And once this thing is done, there is one command which is trivy image nginx nginx. Once you've done that, it will take some time to get the database and get the overall details about the CVE. And once it will done, it will create a like big report of the overall vulnerabilities in the existed in the particular that image. So it might take a little bit time to get the overall details. So there are meanwhile it is running. There are some other tools also, such as the dependency check, such as the anchor tool is there. So those are some also tools to those kind of a security analysis and all those things that will be covered in the later part of this basically uh, channel itself. So make sure you stay connected. So it is finding the errors. Look, the medium, low, high. Those are those are CVs which is present, which is not been fixed in the image itself. So those many vulnerabilities which is affected, which is already there in the Nginx image. So it is quite a big report, and you get the overall summary about the report itself on the top. Okay, my I'm not okay, not okay. So actually, I'm not able to go on the top of the image. I'm not able to see the command. We can redirect this output to a particular file, and through that we can get the overall details. So what we need to do, we can do -f. Just wait. Uh, we can do -f for the format. It will run. Okay, it will. So I'm trying thing. We are looking for the JSON -o. test.json. It will create one JSON file. Yeah, it has created. So there is one JSON file which on that JSON file the overall reports are stored. Let's test.json. So those are some vulnerabilities that are present in the operating system itself. This JSON file, you can get it easily uh, get the CV and all those things, and you can easily you can easily find out the errors. You can and look out for the vulnerabilities and all those things. There is another one filter option for the on the over here, such as let me show it to you, um, which is Trivy hyphen f Trivy image nginx. We need to provide the severity here, severity, severity. Is it correct? SEVERITY. Okay. H HIGH critical. It will find some critical and the high vulnerabilities on that particular image itself. So let me try to run this command and it will get the only high and critical vulnerabilities. So we have filter out only critical and high vulnerabilities and remove the low level vulnerabilities. So this is the vulnerability basically, and it is a critical vulnerability, and you can get you can get more details about the vulnerability from this particular URL itself. So there are a lot of vulnerabilities on this particular image itself. So look, it is a total 25, high is 23, and the critical is 2. So it is give a overall summary about this report. So the image you can get how you can scan the images. You'll get the details how you can scan the images. We have pulled the Docker image for the Nginx, and we have done the analysis on that. So let's try to pull one file or folder that we can scan. So let me get one. Let's try to pull this virtual browser from my repository and to get pull sorry get clone and paste. Once we clone that, we'll get the folder virtual browser. Yeah. So what we can do, uh, Trivy for the folders and file scanning, we use Trivy FS for file systems, and we can just give me a second. We can do the severity, or yeah, we can do this CVE RITY severity check is a vulnerability VULN, sorry, vulnerabilities and config, and the folder name virtual browser. Once you hit enter, it will find the errors in the particular folder itself. Okay, we have made some mistake in the tree spelling itself. Tree, TRIVY. Okay. Unknown flags. There is no option for this. Oh, severity, not the severity. Sorry about that. Security. The security is there. Secure. Analytical. Security check. Okay. I guess there is a security. There is a security only. Security check. I haven't added the S in the checks itself. So let me try to do it now. Yeah, it is finding the vulnerabilities now. We have used this command to do the analysis. It will it will found the errors in the codes and config files and found the vulnerabilities in that. So this is the overall report about uh, the file systems and that we have did. Uh, it's Look, we have total four vulnerabilities. Four is medium, and there is no critical or low vulnerabilities in the application itself. So it has scanned the overall folder and the config file itself. If you need a specific you need a specific JSON file for that, you can do by the when use flag for the -f for the particular output, which you can do the HTML also, but mainly the JSON will be preferable for me. And test2 test1.json, you can do the you can place you can give any name to the JSON file, and you can once we click enter, it will create a report, and it will store in the test1.json file. So it mostly ask interview question how we can forward the specific Trivy output to the particular file, which is done by the -f for the format which we need, and the -o for the output, uh, for the which output it will for the which uh, file it will forward the overall things. So this is the overall references and the vulnerabilities and overall the file system scan that it has did. So those are more, this is overall about the trivia itself. Uh, yeah, th uh, you can refer the document. You can refer the overall things. Thanks for watching.